So look, like this kid that my friend lied to her saying that he lied and said he was going out with somebody else because he didn't want to go out with me. I'm done. Boys are stupid. And
sometimes,
like,
some of them.
Sometimes boys are stupid and they like hurting people. Instead of lying and saying something like that, you should just say straight up, "I don't like you," or "I'm only your friend." Don't go and lie about it because that's gonna make the girl feel worse. And that's gonna make you even more of a what? I'm not gonna say the word, but yeah.
Let's just say it's a nasty word.
It's another word for a donkey.
Yes.
Pissed off right now. Sorry, Sammy.
So, I haven't done this webcam show in a really long time, but today we have a segment. It's going to be about breakups and boyfriends.
Stupid boys.
I don't think they're stupid.
I said some stupid boys.
So, I just want to tell you girls that a situation like this is ridiculous. Boys shouldn't be really doing that. And here's some advice. If you have a situation like that, don't go up in their face because that's like, what's the word? I forgot the word, but it's like you're pushing them to do it more. Don't do that because then they know it annoys you and you'll push away from them. And if you ask a boy out, there's no problem with that. Girls can say whatever they want. You don't have to wait for a boy to ask you out. Girls have the same exact rights as men. There's really no, some people may think it's wrong for a girl to ask a boy out, but there's nothing wrong with that.
Don't be afraid to. Have the courage to, because you never know, they might say yes. But if the boy says no, then that's okay too. But if they think of a stupid reason and lie, then that's just wrong. Like this kid, this is my friend. I know this kid. I knew him for a whole year. I knew who he was. I knew how he acted. I never saw him like acting like that ever. And for him to act like that towards her, that makes me even angrier. And it's just not all boys are like that. You have to know that not all boys are gonna do that to you.
And sometimes, girls, I just want to tell you this. I understand that boys, they do get you mad. They do. They really do. And they get you to the point that you want to really get your friends on them and all that stuff. Don't do that. That's gonna make matters worse. Do not do that. You need to be independent and do it yourself. You girls, us girls, we are strong. We may not be supposedly as strong as men, supposedly.
We're emotionally strong.
Yes.
And like, when you get mad at a boy for a stupid little reason, don't automatically blow up. Don't go crazy about it.
Yeah.
Don't keep thinking about it. Relax. And if he gets you angry constant times, don't look at the bad things. Look at the good things. Look how he acts with you at other times. If he's a sweetheart towards you, if he shows that he cares, then don't only focus on the negative, because it's only once in a while that he'll do it. But that's because he's a boy. Boys can act stupid sometimes. They admit it too. They can admit they're stupid, but don't always get mad for no reason.
Advice number 2. When you know that a boy likes you for sure, you need to ask them.
Don't wait.
Why? Don't even wait. Like,
you might lose your chance.
Yeah. Ask them, why do you like me? And if he says something, like, ask it every 3 weeks. And if he does something like stupid, let's say, it's okay if he says different things every time, but if he says the same thing, he doesn't really like you. It's kind of ridiculous. Boys should be saying different things, kind of. And, try, before you go out with anybody, know for sure that you know that person, you trust that person, you will respect that person. Okay, that's what I gotta say. My advice number 3, when you go through a breakup, don't do those little stupid things that go on TV and movies, like eat ice cream, eat just sugar and stuff. Don't do that.
But I'll tell you one thing that always works for me. Leonardo DiCaprio. And fudgy, munchy ice cream.
That's not healthy.
They don't sell that anymore, but yeah.
That's not healthy.
I'm trying
to explain to them this.
I've never been through a breakup,
so if you go through a breakup, don't go through the ice cream and the chocolates and all that stuff. Don't do that, because that's just gonna make it worse. And don't watch those little soap operas.
Yeah. Don't. Who does that anyway?
I don't know. I don't know what it's
My grandma does. My great grandma, my grandma does.
So it's kind of stupid. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. What I would do, and when I'm older, what I would do is I would go out and have a girls' night. Go party. So don't get too over the head, okay? Take things off your minds about you. Maybe, you may find somebody new. Possibly. No one knows. But don't put what he did to you, don't bring it to your head, because it will get worse and worse and worse. Because he sees that it's annoying you. So he'll keep on bothering you and bothering you and bothering. Ignore it. That's what I would say. Ignore it. If I had a boyfriend, that's what I would do. Ignore. If something happened like that, ignore. Just ignore. And then I would go hang out, call my friends, hang out. Sometimes it's good to write what's happening. That's why I understand, I'm pretty old now, I'm getting older, and but I keep a little notebook telling, all the things that happen bad about me.
I'm a writer. I like writing poems and songs and stuff like that, and I do it mostly on, not breakups, but pain, when boys are killing me right now, but yeah, so I just write about it.
Do something. When you have a boy breakup like that, or any type of stress, do something.
Go for a walk with your friends. Go out.
No boys, though. No boys. Because then that's going to keep you thinking about that. So go with girls. Just girls. Or family.
Go for a walk, or take your brother to the park.
Or do something. Do something that you will like. For sure, for sure. Like, I'm a writer, too. I don't do poems. I write stories. That's what I do. That's what I always do. When I'm depressed, I write. I use my head. I'm very good imaginer, so I use it. I use my imagination and I just write it down, or I draw. Sometimes I draw. Like when I'm depressed, I draw.
She do the Joker. She hates people.
I draw. That's what I do.
So I don't know that advice though.
If I go through stress, anybody out there who goes through stress, just all I have to say, do one of your hobbies, because that will take things off. Advice number 4.
When you are going out with a boy and you get jealous because he's hanging out with more girls and he has friends that are girls, don't get so jealous. Because as my friends have told me before, my parents have said these things on TV and on work, and I've seen all of this. It's that, who does he go to in the end? Who does he call baby? Who does he say he likes? Who does he kiss? Who does he hug? You, not the other girls. Yeah, he might hug them, whatever he's friends with them, but that doesn't mean he cares about them as much as he cares about you. And if you ask him who would he choose over you, like would he choose his best friend over you, and if he says no, then you have to understand that girlfriends and boyfriends pass, but friendship lasts longer than relationships do, and friends sometimes are more important, because whatever, the guy goes out with a girl for like a year, then whatever, it's done, they break up. But friends are there to help you through that. Friends are there. You don't really break up with friends. Yeah, you might lose touch, but you're always still friends. So don't always get so jealous. If you see him kissing another girl, that's something. But don't really get upset.
Okay, I have one thing too. Something like what Adriana said happens. You don't, if it's okay, I would get mad if I'm walking down the street and I see my boyfriend kissing another girl. Obviously, you're gonna get mad. You're gonna get mad. Every girl gets mad. So just try not, really don't, what should I say? If he lies about it, oh God, don't. It's not what we're trying to say.
He's not worth it. If he cheats on you or if he lies about it, he's not worth it.
And don't try to get him back.
Don't. Revenge might be sweet, but
it's not that sweet.
In the end, don't fight fire with fire, because all you get is a bigger fire.
Exactly.
An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. I learned that from TV.
Oh, perfect. So what we're trying to say is that really, when you're going through a breakup, don't put the stress on you. It wasn't your fault. If the boy breaks up with you, that means he really didn't. What's this word? sometimes he loses interest, which is
You
stupid.
guys just grow apart. There's things, yeah, it might be stupid if he loses interest if he really liked you in the first place, but sometimes you grow apart. Sometimes you realize your feelings for each other wasn't as strong as it was before. That happens even in marriage. You think I'm not saying this that your parents are going to get divorced or anything, but you think your parents still love each other as much as they did when they first met, when they first started dating? No. They're not in love anymore. They love each other deeply, but they're not like, every time they see each other, they get butterflies in their stomach. No, eventually you end up growing apart a little inside.
A little bit.
A little bit, but even if it's a little,
It's like, sometimes, if you're going, what was I saying? Oh yeah, if you're going through a breakup, don't put the stress on you guys. Don't put it on the girls. Some boys, when they see that you are stressed out, they will continue it more because they know it aggravates you. It's the same thing with bullies. If they see that you are aggravated with them, they will continue it and continue it until you get strong and you tell them to stop. You put your voice out and you tell them to stop, and then possibly they'll stop. And sometimes what boys do is they see if you get jealous more, and they try to go out with another girl to try to see just really stupid things that really, they'll go out with another girl to go see if you would get jealous really. That's it. That's very stupid. Very stupid. So just don't do it. Don't push into it.
There's nothing more that I hate with it. I hate boyfriends who cheat. I hate boyfriends who
lie.
Who don't. But I was gonna say I hate who don't care. But the one thing I really hate are ones that lie and they say, "Oh, I'm never gonna lie to you. I'm always telling the truth." Well, in some part of that, they're lying to you. They lie to you when they tell you, "Oh, I'm gonna tell you everything always. I'm gonna be there for you." But then think about it. A few years later, say you're not going out anymore, and you go for them for help. They say that, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be there for you. You're still gonna be a very important girl in my life," but you know in your heart that that's not really true. You know that you're not gonna be as important, and they're not gonna really be able to be there for you as much as they are now.
Yeah.
So don't get upset over it though, because you know in your heart, and I know all of you girls know that in your heart that. How long is this video?
I don't know.
I think we like. No, I thought videos only was allowed to be 10 minutes long. Yeah, I think we're gonna cut off.
Okay, so just the concepts. We'll come back, and possibly we'll have a better subject. So
Boys,
just remember, one thing: don't do the whole soap opera little things that we have in movies. Okay? Don't do that.
That's just plain stupid.
Yeah, you're just
that makes you as stupid as not.
And then you get fat. You don't,
Yeah.
girls. Trust me. You want to work your body good, and you don't want to look fat. Trust me. Stop it. So really, just the concept is, don't push yourself too much. Okay? So
Be glad if they break up with you. Be a little glad, because then now you're free to experience better people.
sometimes.
A
Beautiful people. Okay, guys.
Bye.
So this was a Nana and Vicky production.
What?
Deuces, peoples.